If you haven't been to my channel before, I do a lot of day in my life vlogs, family, my animals, healthy eating, and just kind of everything. So if you enjoy this video, please click on that like button and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my future videos. So let's just get started. This is 5 bento box style meals for kids' lunches, for school, or even if you homeschool. You can already prepare them ahead of time and have them in the refrigerator with either their names on the top on a little sticky note, or if they have permanent ones, you can have their name permanently on there. So let's get started. The first bento box that I'm going to do is a hard-boiled egg for the protein, which I've got right here, and I just cut it in half. And then the kids really like Crazy Jane salt, which is just a mixture of salt, herbs, spices, onion, and garlic. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on here. And then we're going to do some black olives. And I've dried them in a paper towel, but I'm going to go ahead and just stick them in one of these to just kind of keep them separated. And sunflower seeds are a big hit in this house. They kind of make a mess in a bento style box, so I'm going to grab a sandwich bag to put these in. And I know they make reusable ones. I haven't bought any yet, but I plan to. But for now, I'm just going to put some sunflower seeds in here and roll it up and get all the air out. Alrighty. And then I'm going to put some mixed berry fruit snacks in there. So basically we're going to put these 2 baking cups in this side. And so you've got your protein, sunflower seeds, you've got your treat, little snack, and I'll probably go ahead and add some crackers. And instead of opening this up, I like to get the little individually wrapped ones so they last longer. And I'm just going to stick that in there and put a lid on it, and that is lunch for Monday. All right, that there. Tuesday's lunch, my kids love bagels. So what I do is I just take 1 bagel, slice it in half, and yes, they do like a lot of cream cheese on there. So I'm gonna put plenty because that also gives them a little bit of calcium and some protein. Help keep them full longer. All right, so we've got the half a bagel. And then we're gonna do a cucumber and ranch. So I've sliced up about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cucumber. And I'm gonna take another one of my little baking cups and stick the cucumbers just like so. And then I've got some little disposable, I know they make reusable ones. My kids are really bad about throwing away everything in their lunchbox at the end of the day, and I got tired of rebuying them. So I know these aren't super, green, earth-friendly, eco-friendly, but for right now, until I get them more on the groove of bringing stuff back, I'm going with these. So this is ranch. I'm just going to stick it right next to here in the little spot. And then I'm going to make a fruit cup and then give them some cookies. So the cookies I got are just some healthy vanilla wafers. I mean, the healthiest version they make. I know they're not super healthy, but we are talking about kids here. These are realistic lunches that my kids actually eat. So with that said, we're not perfect, but we try our best. So for the fruit cup, I'm going to, let's see, normally I'm actually going to put this over here so that I can put the fruit in another one of these. So what I have is some sliced up pineapple, and this will really go between 2 of their lunches. That's why I have it in this amount. But what fits in here is about 3 little slices of pineapple, maybe 3 blueberries, 3 raspberries, just whatever fits. And so you've got a nice little healthy lunch. And I'll probably throw 1 more of those in there. All right, so that is Tuesday done. I love how tight these seal because it keeps it really nice and fresh. All right, and these will be for my son's lunch. On to Wednesday. Move all this. We're gonna do a turkey wrap, and my kids don't don't really know the difference. I mean, they don't taste the difference. Obviously, they can see the difference. And I would usually use a whole one and slice it in half and then give half to each of the kids. But today is Friday and these lunches will not go to waste. They will use them. But I'm just going to cut this one tortilla in half to show you guys, just in case it gets dried out over the weekend. That way I can still use this on, well, it won't be Monday because Monday's a holiday, but it'll be Tuesday. You always want to make sure you get all the air out of these because tortillas, I don't know if it's just me, but they seem to dry out pretty quickly. So you're going to take one of this is the garden spinach herb tortilla. What I was saying is they don't really taste the difference between a flour, corn, or this one, so why not give it a healthier version? Normally I like to get, I always say this wrong, Dietz and Watson turkey, or Boar's Head from Publix. However, we don't have any right now. We just went through a hurricane recently, and even though it was back in October, we've got such an influx of people from other areas, workers and people that lost their homes and have come over closer to this side, and it's hard to find all the stuff that you used to find. It gets just picked over quickly. So anyway, I'm going to put just a cheese slice, and then we're going to tightly roll this. And then you're going to take a nice sharp knife. Whoops, sometimes that'll happen. And just make some nice little pinwheels. So this one fell apart, but anyhow, this is pretty much what you're working with. It's a nice, pretty, healthy, tasty protein for the kids' lunches. So I'm just going to put those right in here. Okay, so after the herb, tortilla, turkey, and cheese wraps, I'm going to add some cut up apple, and what you want to do is make sure you squeeze some lemon or lime fresh, or if you have it like in a little puree container. This keeps them from getting brown and also gives them a great flavor. And I do it on both sides. So I'm just going to turn these over. All right. Now I'm just going to stick them in this little baking cup. Put them right here. Then I've got another one of my little to-go disposable containers, and this has got caramel dip in it. So the kids love to dip their apples in caramel. So it makes it a little more inviting for them to eat. And on Fridays, I usually let them have a little extra treat. So we've got some chocolate Oreo cookies and some Sun Chips. The Sun Chips sometimes don't always fit in here. We'll see if I can get in there, and then the Oreo treat right here. So that gets you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll come back in just a second. Well, maybe they're gonna fit. Oh, no, all right, I'm gonna take it out because I would rather this be sealed tight and just put this on the top. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be back and I'll show you Thursday and Friday. Thursday, or whichever day you want to do each of these, I've got some edamame that I just boiled in some water and put a little bit of grapeseed oil over it. And put a little more Crazy Jane salt because my kids just absolutely love that. And I'm putting it boiled to try to keep it warm, and then also to not warm up the other stuff in here that is cold. And then put it in a Ziploc just to keep it warm enough to get to lunch. They have a really early lunch, so I usually don't worry too much about being hot or cold. So I've got carrots, another little ranch packet, the edamame, and some crackers. And then I'm going to put, and actually I think I'll move these over here because I'm going to put some chocolate-covered banana bites that I made earlier with my daughter, and I'll link that video above if you want to see that recipe. I'm going to go ahead and pull them out of the freezer so you can see what they look like. Okay, so I will have to say I went a little slower because my daughter was helping, and as the chocolate started to firm up, it looked a little more lumpy, but these ones actually look gorgeous, and they all are going to taste amazing. They're all going to taste the same, but anyway. So if you probably about 4 chocolate covered banana bites and wrap them in foil. And stick them next to the ranch dressing so that the cold side is cold and the warm side stays warm. Make sure I don't get that ranch container. Okay. Is that on there good? Sometimes if it seems like it's not going to fit on there really good, I'll put like a little rubber band over it, but I think, there we go. I think it'll be okay. Okay, so that's Thursday or day 4, whichever order you'd like to put them in. Our last and final bento box, number 5, I've got some rotini garden variety spiraled noodles. And I just put a little bit of grapeseed oil on there. So I'm just going to put a decent portion in here. I know I'm really bad. I use more paper towels than I should, but when I'm cooking, it's just like, I just feel like my hands are always dirty. And then I've got some baked chicken that I'm just going to put on top as cold pasta salad. And then I've got the peach fruit cups that you can buy at the store. And we have a peanut allergy in the house. My daughter is extremely allergic to peanuts, so she can have every other tree nut except for peanuts, which is why we don't do any PB&Js. So these are a mixture of other tree nuts that do not have peanuts in it. And then for the final part of this, it's going to be some homemade fruit leather, which is still in the oven. I don't know if you can see this, but we're making homemade strawberry fruit leather. And when it's done, we're going to add it to this box and we will be good to go. That's 5 meals, covers you for the week for school. The weekends, you're on your own. But if you want to see my homemade fruit leather recipe, I will link it above. And of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Of course, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my future videos. And let me know what you guys put in your kids' lunches. It doesn't have to be a bento box style lunch, but I'd be very curious to see what you guys put in yours, and maybe you'll give me some good tips. So until next time, I'll see y'all later.